stop, mate, when you're ready.
Yeah.
Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with SF1 race night. It is round 6 of Sunday Night Delight GP1. We're here today in Britain. We're not at Mexico, like I said last week. I made a complete balls up there. Hey, that one's for Swanee and Mark. I said balls up, no stronger words. We're good tonight. Pete, we're going to bring into the party as well, as Pete's just here to do some spectating for anybody who's watching at the moment. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to spoil any results of anything today, as I've basically not really seen too many things. But obviously I know it's been a very interesting day. But anyway, I'm joined today with a guy, ironically, who has himself a little cheeky race band. Pete, go on a party, get your audio in, mate, because you'll be heard when you tick the box. We are here with Goomba. Goomba, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Yes, I'm new enough just here to see if it is my game that's just annoying me. Really.
Let's go here now. And also, guys, once his audio is ready, we're here today as a three-man commentary team, just so we make sure we don't miss any of the action by a guy who hammered me yesterday in yesterday's race. It is Peter, F1 PTR. Pete, how you doing, my man? Good stuff. So we have a... Yeah. Oh, so he's just answered the question and... Yeah. But here we are then, folks. Everybody is going to be retiring from Q1. We couldn't quite get the 16 numbers that we needed. So Sol, Benny, our lineup today, Rhodes and McLaren, Echelon, Red Bull. Please, God, Echelon score some blooming points. I've noticed I've not used any swear words yet. I'm doing really well. 1 minute in. Jono in the Sol Ferrari, Benny in the Haas, along with Mini Stocks. Well, I think he did swear because I said Haas, didn't I? So I guess we're done now. Skillen, Sauber, SF1 Senna, who actually was not happy that we didn't notice his helmet design yesterday, or last week. So we're going to make special attention to it when he comes out on track. I want to make sure you all do it. We've got Optical G, who came so close to a win, of course, in Baku. We've got Rara back in after a week off. We've got Mini Stocks, Big Mo, Sol in the other Force India, and then of course we've got the championship leader, Bingley. And if I didn't mention Rara, I'm sorry. Oh. So Goomba, I guess it's just us now. Wow, he comes in for a cameo.
I guess so.
No worries, mate. Keep yourself in.
Oh dear.
It's all good, man. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. So Goomba, anyway, unfortunate incident for you last week. We may as well kind of get down straight to the nitty gritty and the awkward, really. Obviously, on your screen as we know, it kind of didn't show that you crashed into the other cars, but obviously we have to base it on clips. But anyway, man, you've made your debut as my co-commentator. I know you've done a couple of these before with Mark, so it'd be pretty good to see how we kind of bond and communicate. So as you see, mate, well, I guess we won qualifying as no one's actually set a time. So yeah, that's kind of one of them. Basically, guys, the rules that we do, if we have under 16 drivers, then we don't do a Q1. So we're going to get right into the action coming up now. If I do have to pop off for a minute, mate, I'll just be the seat of the baby as well, just to let you know. So right. Obviously, Goomba, you had your incident last week, but this week, whole new week, obviously, sitting on the race band, joining me. So, what do you think's going to happen today, mate? What are your predictions?
I don't know. If it rains, it's definitely going to be a Benny win.
Really?
Most likely. If he can beat Bingley or Bingley spins off somewhere, I'm sure Benny will probably either catch a win or a second in this.
Benny's season has been nothing short of almost just disappointment so far, hasn't it? Almost in a way, just simply because he's not had any of the luck go his way at all. Obviously, very, very quick driver, as we know with Benny, but he just needs that now level of consistency to kind of match the kind of really good driver that we know he can be, and hopefully we can, well, find that out here, mate. To be honest, but obviously being racing with these guys, obviously I noticed you didn't say your brother. He will probably hurt you for that, but we'll leave that one right there.
Oh, I don't know. He had a very good run last week.
He did.
Well, he got third because of me.
Oh my god.
Not intentional, but he did get third because of me.
We won't mention that. We'll try not to mention too much.
No.
But no, he did have a really good run, and really kind of welded the point that out, really, mate. It was simply a smooth run. I think it was one. Well, it was his first. Oh my god, there's loads of cars. Holy moly! Is Benny the first out? I believe Benny, mate, is going to.
And
your prediction is going to be the first out on track if I can find him. Here he is.
yeah, he is.
So
There he
Benny
goes.
comes out. Beat follows him out as well. Beat really having scored his first points in SF1. Congratulations, of course, for last week, but obviously there's no prizes for scoring points the week before. You've got to get it this week. Nail it, of course. Weirdly, I'm trying to find myself on here so I can watch the stream back, obviously, as we go. It's quite hard to find myself, which is a bit annoying, to be fair. Right, where the hell am I? View 12 English streams. Well, I'm actually speaking English and not foul language today, so I think we should be able to find me here. But no, obviously Bingley has just kind of opened up and just took off, hasn't he? In this championship, it would seem. And obviously with no Swanee here tonight, it's a golden example of a chance for him to really take, well, complete control, basically. This is where he's going to be at his best. Like I personally myself, mate, I was in the GP2 race yesterday, and there's a lot of humour about it because I drove one of the worst races ever known to man, leading the championship. I managed to find myself a lap down halfway through the race and came 8th. So
yeah,
well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did worse than I ever did. I've ever had.
To be fair, yes. I think based on my performance, man, and obviously I nearly ended up wiping out Paul Lennon as well, which luckily I didn't. And Mo, incidentally. But now we're going to be on board with Benny doing his first flying lap. Load of people, basically all in the same part of the track. Obviously Benny and then a Beat Kajas are going to be the two guys, or the Beat Kajas. Do you know what? His name is beginning to spin me. I'm not a fan of that. He needs to change his gamer tag. It just needs to happen. But right, I'm trying to get hold of this bloody stream on this phone. I can't even view it, which is a bit annoying. Oh, go live. Well, I'm already live. Go away. Anyway, moving on. Let's see if I can find myself here. But yeah, what we've basically got here then is Benny coming around the first sector now, looking very clean so far. See, this is going to be where the bottom 4 go out now. This is going to be a better question for you here, Goomba, as Benny rounds the old start-finish straight. Predictions, who would you say is going to go out? Because it's a very even field here today.
Who would go out? Oh, I'm rooting for my teammate Mini Stocks, obviously.
You've got it.
I'm hoping he's in the top 10 at least.
Very consistent driver, Mini Stocks, isn't he? Especially kind of just always seems to get the job done. Which is
yes, he's had a couple of good races. There are times that he's had bad where I've actually gone in front of him. I think most of the times that I've actually beat him is because he spun out and crashed. That's the only times I've beaten him, I'm pretty sure.
We've actually got some chat. Go on, Karen, sorry. Bloody hell.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he's in the Soul's crashed out.
So whoa, wait.
Oh, sector 2.
Oh dear, we got some lap times on the board as well, guys. So I was just trying to get my stream up and running. Rara with the 29.1 on the super soft tyres, but Sol is gone.
Yeah, I was just spectating Mini Stocks for a second. I saw like the sector 2 come up.
Have you seen when he crashed? That is an odd place to crash. We'll get back on board with the action there, guys. Sorry for me being a little bit slow on the action. John has gone into second.
John was just in a 129.
Good call,
yeah.
Mate. 1 minute 29.0. Really good lap time. We've got Skillen, and I believe Skillen is on a flyer, so he's going to be the one we watch at the moment, unless Rhodes is ahead of him, which he is.
Optical G's just put a second faster lap.
Optical G's got him with a 28.8. Rhodesy goes with a 30.0, Mr. Consistency, as we can call him. He's always said that Rhodes, he's not really looking too highly for this race. Have you noticed as well the two big guns are still sat in the pit lane as well, leaving Benny to sit down. It's absolutely monster lap so far.
Oh, hang on. Smart Spaceman's coming out, but very slowly.
So look here, Skillen goes into this position with a 1 minute 29.2. Skillen goes into he beats his teammate, ironically your brother, by 0.8 of a second there, Goomba. Something Mark will not be the best pleased about, of course. SF1 Senna, just for you guys, I'm going to go in to Senna's helmet, because I was told to a yellow flag. That is Skillen is on time.
Skillen?
He's going to be out.
He is. He's crashed out.
So even if he gets through, wow. And ironically, this is where I had the problems last night. When you go through the 1 and 2 sweep, as if you have too little ballast on your car, as Echelon moves himself into a 1 minute 32 program, he needs to improve ahead of Mini Stocks to knock Skillen out, or to knock Stocks out of the session. Skillen is guaranteed through. All the other guys, basically the way it works, they have to get better than a 1 minute 29.2, otherwise they will be eliminated as well as Skillen. That's kind of the way that works. I hope I don't confuse anybody there. Smoke Spaceman is coming out on a lap. Echelon will be eliminated. And to be fair, I'm actually quite impressed with how close it kind of is between the mid-pack at the moment. There's a big jump though between 2 or 3 groups, so hopefully we get a lot of mixed action here. And obviously with turn 1, I'm going to try and rotate through all of the other drivers here today. I'm going to say a quick shout out to the guys watching, just to confirm. Well, I've got a new follow.
Oh,
Let's have a look.
is that Rhodes?
Rhodesy, let's have a look. I believe he's in the pits. Yep, Rhodes is coming in the pits.
Yeah, he's going in the
He's
pits.
actually on the
Okay.
track. Now, this is going to be a bit dangerous for a beat, by the way, because if you think about it, he's going to be using his tyres up quite a bit.
You got
Hello?
Beat and Dark Echelon, which were... Oh, and who was that? That's Sector 2.
It's Dark Echelon. I'm trying to work out whereabouts he is.
Oh, I just found him. He's... Where is he?
Echelon. Oh,
Oh, there he
is.
is.
Peekaboo. Oh, dearie me. Only Echelon, I tell you. What a season he's had so far. So we've got Smoke Spaceman come round on his lap. We're going to focus on Spaceman now. He had what you would consider to be an absolute mare in Austria, leading the race, spun out, and then of course left the session. I think he had to go and do something, but still, it's just not good enough there, to be honest with you. But Optical, there's a few comments. I'm not actually allowed to swear on the stream, or I'm going to do my best not to, so I'm not repeating what you said, unfortunately. We have actually got a new follower here today. Apparently, total follows after the last session 1, so thank you for that 1. So Spaceman is coming around now past the old start of the strip. I'm going to go on board with him because this is another part Goomba on Spaceman's lap that you can potentially have a problem with going through the old first corner. It's very easy to run wide and invalidate a time, and he hasn't done it there. He's had a really good line now, running through Maggots and Beckett's, which is probably one reason which you're happy to have a race ban if you're not going to be flying off there and eating British wall. Which
I can usually do this bit very well if I don't have a broken wing.
I had a wing, mate, I can absolutely guarantee it with you. I did, I think it was, what was it, 5 laps of the broken wing through there, and the amount of time that you lose is just so astronomical, because there's nothing more that you can do. There's a couple of guys on the danger line here, because Skillet is out, to be in 9th place, and still with Smoke Spaceman coming around. I believe this is going to be a 2nd position lap. We can keep it going. It's not, it's a 4th place lap, but
No,
it's
it's
on
4th.
soft tyre. Soft tyres though, of course. Cardinal, thank you very much for the follow there, my man. Welcome back in. Good result for you yesterday, buddy, as well. But Smoke Spaceman 4th, almost a bit of a shock, I'd say there, to be honest with you. We really expected to be that low down, and there's only one man that we're waiting for now.
Oh,
What's up, bro?
you got my team out on an outpit at the moment. Outpit,
So
really?
Stocks,
Outlet.
outpit.
Yes, an outpit.
Do you know what, I can't actually laugh because I made a balls up and ended up saying that we were at the Mexican Grand Prix at the start of last stream, which I thought was just a bit of absolute genius, considering we were even in the same continent, you know what I mean? In fact, Austria doesn't have any of the same letters that Mexico has in it, so I don't know how, other than the I, of course. But anyway, moving back onto the topic of the day, we have here Mini Stocks on his hot lap. He needs to pull something out of the bag. A 1 minute 32.0 is not going to get the job done, and he's currently eliminated from qualifying. He will actually need to make up Goomba 2 seconds, because if Bingley, we assume Bingley will beat them, he will knock a beat down, who is also on his outlet. We'll cover him in a few seconds, of course. Stocks does need to get himself into 8th place to make himself safe. So Big Mo.
So he needs to be a 132. 130. Yeah, 132.
Exactly. So Optical G is saying he's going to get P2 here. We will, of course, have to wait and see. As Mini Stocks then comes around, does a 28.3 in the first sector. Not a world beater, but hopefully be something to get himself in around that top 8 mark. It's all slow out of that corner and lagging absolutely beautifully there. Couldn't have lagged better myself. Smoke Spaceman's still out on track. I believe he's going to be coming back in the pits in a second. Oh, a little bit of lag there, actually. It's cool, Goomba, that your game's actually sorted itself out at the moment, so it's quite nice. Hopefully we can have you...
Yeah, it has sort of sorted itself out. I don't know what went wrong with it, because usually the lag that I have is what Skillen just had, which is where you freeze a little bit and then just carry on. That's the normal lag I usually have. But throughout the whole race, I never froze or lagged once.
It's just
That's
really
what I'm
basic,
confused
like,
about.
It did look terrifying, because even I managed to... Oh, I think Stocks may have invalidated here. He doesn't have enough for another lap either, so Stocks, this could be his session done. Obviously, Sol is already out. What is he going to do?
You would always know if Mini Stocks is
He's done it!
invalidated,
He's
because
done
he'll
it!
go to lean.
He's done it, mate!
There you go. Yeah, that's one thing I've learnt about my teammate is if he's invalidated a lap, he will turn his fuel mix
Lead
to
mix to
lean.
the way, just to kind of save
Yeah,
himself another shot at it in a way.
yeah.
I do need to say though,
Just
mate,
usually I'm out.
there's a
So,
big. I know. I used to be in similar positions where I was in my old leagues. I was always one of the worst. All of a sudden, I managed to put my finger on my bum hole. Notice how I've not used a swear word yet, guys. We're still going 15 minutes in strong. Yeah, and now we are on board, however, with the champion, previous champion, championship leader Bingley. He is coming round now to complete his lap here. Let's watch it on board camera. I want to see the difference because Stocks was very, almost abrasive with the throttle. He was almost like not scared to use it as well. We see the 29.7. He's pretty much almost safe now. Have you noticed as well, though, Goon, as we see Bingley get a 27.9 middle sector, how everybody knows like Big Mo, K Rose will be coming out in second and Senna. All of them are just like, right, if you can do that, what can Beat do and what can Echelon do? Because he's just improved Stocks by 2.5 seconds just by the track getting a bit of rubbered in.
He did set that first lap on soft
Bingley top.
as well. Right.
Bingley top, 28.4.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. He did set that
Softs.
132 with a soft. Yeah. So he just put the super softs on, see what he could do, and he improved massively.
2.5 seconds. It's not usually that much of a big jump between tyres, is it? Unless you made a mistake. Oh, what's up, bro?
Bingley either just disc braked or just tracked it off the track.
Assuming it's going to be for a potential retirement in case anyone's behind him, but we've got the guys who are all in the bottom section. Dark Echelon. I do have a question here, Goomba, and obviously Echelon has gone out with 9 laps of fuel. Like,
maybe he's forgotten to.
In effect, well, Red Bull's British weekend has turned out to be absolutely even better than it was yesterday. Hopefully Echelon can bring it up and get some points. Obviously carrying a 10-second penalty from the Canadian Grand Prix. And spoke spaceman.
No, he was in the pits.
No, just in the pits, yeah.
Yeah, he was in the
pits.
pits.
Sprint over. I beat Kajas, was just nailed off there at the S's. At the Maggots and Beckett's S's. Big Mo, now this is a very interesting one here. Big Mo only needs to find 2 tenths, and that will put him ahead of SF1 Senna and K Rhodes. What will Big Mo be able to do? It's looking better. Oh, it's much better.
29.5. Wow.
So K Rhodes is now, well, K Rhodes is gone. K Rhodes cannot improve. He cannot get back around to the pits. And Abid Kajas has invalidated his time there, by the way, mate. He's actually invalidated the time.
Yep. He's still got Dark Echelon.
I'm just looking at the comments. He'll be back next week, Stocksy. He's serving his time, so to speak, but he is going to be back next week, absolutely confirmed. As will I be in the Hungarian Grand Prix, yeah. So Stocks retires.
Yeah, I thought we've got the Hungary Grand Prix.
Oh, we're having no mention of that. Google, please don't. We don't want to scare off potential fans. Please. I love how you in effect got away with that as well.
More.
It was amazing how
I
you
did,
got away
yes.
with that.
I got no penalties from it either. Nothing.
It was a new move called
That was
the
amazing.
Goomba, though. That was Oh, by the way,
yeah.
I've just watched Dark Echelon for the whole lap and didn't realise he improved by 2 seconds. He's moved ahead of a beat catcher. It's 1:50.677. Nowhere near good enough. He needs another 7 tenths onto golden tyres. As you see, the top 2 runners will be on soft tyres at the end, well, at the beginning of the race, of course. So at the moment, Rhodes is definitely gone. Kajas is. Oh, he's ran wide. I think that's beat Kajas is qualifying over.
Oh, no, he still had 2 wheels on the track, but he won't be improving on it though.
Nah, 0.3 seconds down on a 32.0. I'm not going to get the job done, unfortunately. Echelon. It's a couple of traumatic weeks, of course. We obviously see if we can actually hopefully get some Red Bull points here. Bit of bias for me, but why not? Big Mo has just pulled
there you go, he's in the pits.
So Mo in the pits. It's all about now Echelon. What can he do? Can
yeah, Kaja's in the pits.
Up. Echelon's 10th up, by the way. He needs to still find another 5 tenths. As we've just had some inside information, as Rhodes said he wouldn't make Q3. So his prediction went right. Here we go, Echelon across the line. Not good enough, but an improvement. He does improve to a 30.5. We have lost Rhodes, Echelon, beat Kaljas and Sol Goomba, and of course we lost Skillen because he decided to eat a wall. Yeah. Which didn't really
yeah,
go
it
too well
did.
for him.
Oh, it was Soul that decided to hug a wall.
Do you know, it was a really... I don't know how he's gone off there, unless he's literally come round Beckett's and hit the curb and just drove off, but it was so graciously parked, it's like he just got out of the car and like used a chainsaw, or like a hacksaw to cut his wheel off, and then lay it next to his car. It was a really, really fine bit of artwork. As we're just basically waiting for Big Mo now to retire the car, and then we'll be on to Q3.
Yep.
I'm going to make a prediction for pole. Obviously, we don't know what the weather is tonight, as we didn't actually find out, which we probably should have, but either way, we're good. So 9 guys will be into Q3. You've already said Benny. Do you want to stick by that prediction, by the way, bro?
Oh, if it's raining, I'm going to go for Benny. Only if it's raining. If it's not, I'm going to say Bingley or Smoke for first. It's those two, and it's sort of hard to predict like with these races because they're all so close. Apart from Bingley, which if he just gets left in front, he's going to go. No one can catch him.
He's a much quicker version of myself. Much quicker version of myself. For the simple truth that if I'm pissing out for him, I will go. That's kind of the way. The problem that I have is actually weirdly a very Mercedes-like problem, which is following other cars. Which, you know, obviously a clean race run off, other than nearly murdering 2 people last night. But other than that, it's just a case of being able to find the space, find the next stuff, and kind of stepping to that next level of GP1 drivers. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was going to say, you saying clean races. I'm usually a clean racer. The only reason, the only time I would actually do something to someone is if I'm either not being able to see them, or I've got a broken wing. Right, Benny tried to do on me in Baku.
So we will move on
Yeah,
from
Baku.
death and destruction. We have got our Q2 results. Bingley, Benny, Optical Jono, Smoke Spaceman, Rara, Big Mo, Stocks and Senna all make it through to the final knockout. Skillen, of course, did make it through but did crash out. Very competitive lap by Skillen there.
And it's a very soft tyre here. A lot of soft tyres used.
I'm actually honestly surprised that anyone has really... Well, saying that, yes, in yesterday's race there was an array of tyre choice, and in the end the guys that started off on the super soft tyre actually in the end managed to come through. Because while the soft tyres were wearing down, the other guys' soft tyres were working out better, and that is clouding over. That is absolutely clouding over here at the moment. So, obviously then guys, now Goomba, pole position prediction, dry pole prediction. I'm going to actually...
Dry pole.
I'm going to say, do you know what, I'm actually going to pick somebody different. I'm going to go for Optical here. I will go for him.
Oh yeah?
It's going to be a pretty risky pick considering some of the other guys that we have. But I think he will do something we've seen before. He managed to get right on the front row, and we got cars out already. An array of action so far. Smoke Spaceman, that's an unusual sight to see him out first.
Yeah, Bingley's also coming out fairly early.
It's your brother. By the way, guys.
Yeah, Bingley's coming out quite early as well,
Senna
which
helmet.
is very rare.
He can be happy and rest easy. So, what were you going to say then, Matt? I'm going to go with Optical. Who do you reckon?
Dry prediction, I would have to say between Smoke and Bingley, it's close, but with Smoke's luck at this moment, I'm going to have to say Bingley.
Smoke has just had, well, in fairness, this is round 6. He's not actually had a full clean race yet. He's had a podium in Baku, but even then he had a lot of issues. Where obviously wing damage kind of devolves from Baku. Everyone gets wing damage, you know what I mean? But and we have one guy left in the pits, and that is Benny, which I didn't actually expect him to still be in the pits. Benny's usually one of the first out on track getting a sight lap in, unless he's kind of got some other commitment right at this very second. But we are on board with...
No, he's on an out lap.
What was he come out now? Ah, there you go.
Yeah, he's coming out.
We've got every car on track, all gunning for pole position. A few guys obviously are more favourites than others to get it, but you never know. Anything can happen here, of course, in this sport, as we like to say. also I just want to let people know, if people obviously have seen either the race or the football results, please can you obviously refrain from putting them in the comments just for now, if that's okay, guys. Obviously, you know, we want to kind of keep it surprise. Obviously, I've not physically seen any of them today, so I just want to kind of, you know, keep it nice and fresh.
Well,
Here we go. So we've got Senna there. He's currently on his flying lap now. Let's have a quick look. I'm going to go on board with him just to see how smooth he takes it. Senna's usually one of the smooth drivers in this league, of course. So right now I'm just trying to move my Twitch on there. Go right. Stream chat. There we go. Yes, have I done with this? Anyway, moving on. So, let's have a little look here. I'm trying to work out why my stream wasn't working. Senna, he's currently running around, and he does keep it very, very clean through there. I know I had a little chat with him before, and he did say he was struggling a little bit in terms of getting a lap together. He said he'd done about 7 or 8 full-on practice laps, and he'd not managed to get them together, but he's got himself into Q3, sorry, and he's found himself in a position where he can now rise himself higher up than the 8th position that he did receive in qualifying. Told by Rara to give him a shout out to say he'll be back soon, so as I flashed on Rara's car quickly, we're going to get off TV pod now, back onto broadcast cam. Senna will be the first man to come round and complete a lap here of the British Grand Prix in Q3. Let's have a look here. Apparently I'm the second highest positive guy, and we've got here 29.5 Pete's after party. Smoke Spaceman 1.2. That is the gauntlet. That is the gauntlet. 20.
Yep, Bingley.
Bingley
127.5.
Days.
Jesus.
Well, that's a bit broken, isn't it? Let's kind of smoke that a little bit. Oh dear.
Oh, you got John over 129.0.
That's John over.
And then Big Mo again.
Big Mo is actually. Oh, now this is a swap
Big
round
Mo's.
here.
Yeah.
We're into third. Wow. Kind of almost didn't expect that, really. Your teammates coming around as well in a second there, Goomba. But we have Optical G coming around. My pole position prediction has put it a second behind Pole Man, which isn't exactly a small feat, really, by any stretch of the imagination. Third position for Optical G. Mini Stocks has done himself a lap.
8.
That is a 1 minute 30.3.
That's it.
Ooh. Benny, wow. That's a lap.
127.8.
So 2 people in the 27s. We literally just, I think there was about 4 of us yesterday who got in the 28s, so you can see the kind of difference in calibre here between the two kind of leagues at the moment. Now, it's looking unbelievably cloudy. Will it be rainy for the race? We've not actually had a wet SF1 race this season, barring about 6 laps in Austria. That's all we've had.
Yeah, I think Austria is the only one that's actually had both races. What is Bingley doing?
I was coming around for his second. Just had to go off him.
And he was going down the straights, and he was just making his car go from side to side. He was just wagging the front of his car.
It's the Bingley weave. The Bingley weave, we should call it.
Gosh, in the pits.
Rara is coming to the pits. Rara did actually have enough fuel to do another lap, which, wow. Rara, there's a thing called the pit lane speed limit. Oh, by the way, Senna's overtaken Big Mo again. He's actually just gone to put himself. It's only 7,000th of a second. That every 1,000th of a second counts in this sport. Senna to 7th, Big Mo to 8th, Stocks to 9th. He comes into the pits in lead mode.
Stocks.
And here we go. So then, running in the first, the first run, should we say, the order after the first run. Get my words right. We've got Bingley, Benny, Optical, Smoke, Williams second row. Both of them guys need to have a fantastic race today. Rara in the sole surviving Force India is in 5th, Jono 6th, Senna 7th, Big Mo 8th, and Mini Stocks just entering the pits in 9th. Just waiting for the.
It's a very lonely Renault garage today.
I reckon you should set up a deck chair in your garage after the Saturday session. Just lay out a memorial for you. Big Mo is in lean, so I guess Big Mo is coming back into the pits, and Optical G likewise. How is it I was the only one to run out of fuel properly? I'm really annoyed with that. No one else has actually properly run out of fuel, barring Smoke Spaceman. You know, I reckon more people should join the run out of fuel club and drive around at 10 miles an hour for half the lap.
I did.
You know you want to.
In Austria for a for the qualifying. I ran out of fuel, like
It's
just over
embarrassing,
the
isn't
line,
it?
so I had to do a full lap
Still
without
singing
fuel.
myself. Derp, derp, derpity derp, derp.
Well, I did count myself lucky in that Austria race because just before putting my super softs on during the race, my front right ultra soft burst in the pits.
Wow, and that is a bit of insight that we didn't know, of course. Here in the commentary box, we did not know that. I'm getting my cigarette ready for the end of the session. I'm going to go for a quick run out. But
Yeah,
we've
it just
got
like popped up saying I had a very red front tyre. I looked at the side of it and it was properly flat. I was like, oops.
If you turn the
Yes.
car noise down, you can actually hear it flapping on the floor, which is highly amusing, by the way.
Yeah, you can do that in a Dirt 4. Yeah.
Operator
You
who
get
is
burst
missing
tyre in
tonight,
that,
by the way.
it's
Operator,
Right.
the Toro Rosses are both missing. Hopefully we get them back very soon. Operator in the comments has said he did it in Baku, so we have a third member of our club. Thank you very much, my man. But Jono, here we go. This is where the serious part of qualifying it kicks into gear. We have here at the moment, well, it's literally nearly 3 seconds between the top 9. It's 9, obviously not 10 in this particular case. With Jono warming his tyres up, he needs to. Jono, of course, is sporting a 10-second penalty for his incident with mini stocks in the previous Grand Prix. It was a qualifying incident, but that'll be added on to his time. And there is a couple more, but I honestly will need to recheck my stuff.
Oh, Big Mo's coming out for a outlap.
So Big Nose on his outlap. We're going to be following Jono for the first part of this lap. We're not giving him much coverage. Obviously, Rara, we've given him a bit of coverage too. Optical G. He ran out of fuel. Okay, okay. Our club's getting bigger and bigger. Okay, man, we're going to have to start paying for it soon. So it's going to be quite a curious one to see what the strategy is. If it does rain at all, I believe we're going to be in for a corker, because as you mentioned, Benny is very, very good in the rain. I'm personally unaware of what Bingley can do in it. As you see, Jono now coming down towards the main straight, hits himself a 1 minute 27.9. Now, just to kind of equivalate that, Stocks in the previous session got himself a 28.3 for his best lap, which ended up being 1 minute 29. So Jono, of course, already hitting a low 1 minute 29, will need to improve on that, and it looks like he will do at this rate. So he comes flying in now towards the old first corner, club corner. Let's see what he can do around there. And Benny, of course, comes out for a lap. We'll be focusing on these guys in a minute, but Jono, of course, having, well, rather what we would consider to be an absolute mare round. Oh my god, who was that there? I think it was Benny. Just went flying past on Jono's screen. Oh, Jono's losing it a little bit here. You know what, it's one of them things, Goomba, when you see a car come past you or go really slow, even though you avoid them by a mile, it does give you some distraction, but moving back on to Jono's lap here. I believe it's 4 corners to go here, so coming up towards the final section now. I can't remember the exact names of these corners. I used to be an absolute F1 mogul at this, but I completely forgot. So 3 corners to go, round the chicane, and that is lag for days. Much love there from Lag City. And we have gone round the last corner now. Jono, will it be an improvement? It's not. It's actually only a 29.2, so Jono has got another chance. Rara is following him in close proximity. Will Rara be able to improve from a 28.9? He does to a 28.8. That is still 0.5 of a second off Smoke Spaceman. Everybody is back out on track here, so everyone other than your brother, which I'm really surprised about. Really surprised about. Senna hasn't actually come out on track.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, he's coming out now.
Oh. Does he realise there's not enough time?
Here he comes.
There's not enough time to complete a lap. He's left it too late.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't know what he was thinking. I have done that by accident. Myself. I've come out and it was like,
whoa,
1 minute left.
I'm
like, oh,
Stocks has binned it. Stocks has put it back in the pits. Smoke Spaceman moves up to 3rd position. 1 minute 28.0, has enough fuel just about for another lap. But Benny now is coming around to complete his lap. Let's have a look here. I hate this, I can't see the purple because the sky is that bad. Here we go. Benny, will he be able to improve and beat Bingley? No, he doesn't.
No, a 128.1.
So that is Benny out of contention for pole. Only Smoke Spaceman.
Yep, because he won it now.
Well, optical as well. We can't count optical, of course, in this sense. But Rara is still coming around. He is running in lean, so why is Rara running in lean? Do you think he'll be able to get back round? No, Rara puts it in the pits again. I think think he must have been watching the stream. He was only 30 miles an hour more than the speed limit, not 130 this time. So, looking on board with Bingley, he's coming around to complete his lap, and Smoke Space. Benny's just having a bit of a Fernando Alonso moment in a deck chair on the side of the race. Big Mo is Big Mo may be able to. Bingley is just beating his time. And that he's just managed to cross the line in time as well, so he'll be able to have what I would consider to be a parade lap sort of thing after potentially grabbing the pole. We've still got Smoke Spaceman to come. Will he be able to improve by the 2 temps needed and get Benny? Here comes Optical. He's going to be first of the Williams round. He is in 4th position currently, and he stays 4th. No improvement.
Yep.
No improvement. Bingley a retirement. Smoke. He's had enough. Smoke Spaceman is off the front row again.
Yep.
Well, I say again. He's
Jono coming.
Jono's still going round.
And Big Mo.
Who's going to be first across the line? It's going to be Big Mo. Will Big Mo be able to improve on a 1:29.285? Is that an 8? It's an 8. Good stuff. My eyes haven't failed me yet.
Yeah,
so
2:85.
Big Mo goes across the line. Will he be able to do it? He's got 3 corners now to go. Working the final complex. Let's have a look here. Let's go. Big Mo is... The track conditions must be getting worse. Jono puts it in. So
and Jono's going in pits.
I'm going to run out for a quick cigarette now, but I'm going to read out their qualifying results before I do. Bingley is in first. No, I'm not. And it's raining. It was raining.
It is, yes, it is.
So that kind of solves the deep, dark mystery of why everyone's going slow. Bingley first, 27.5. Amazing lap. Benny keeping pace with him. Smoke Spaceman third. Optical G fourth. Good result for Williams. Rarrett, the best Force India, in 5th. Jono, the sole thrower, in 6th. Senna, beating his team, of course, he blew himself to high smithereens, in 7th. Big Mo 8th. And Stocks rounding out the grid order in 9th. I'll be back in 1 minute, Goomba.
Yep.
And I'm back. Lovely jubbly. Right then, so all 14 guys, and amazingly, no ready ups, no restart. Jesus, what is happening in this world? Jesus Louises. Unbelievable. So, I believe there should be a formation lap. I wasn't the one who set the lobby up. I believe Senna did that, so he always makes sure the formation is on. So yes, optically will be a formation lap. I'll just double check now for you.
There's always a formation map, unless it's been restarted, then it won't be.
You've got to know. I think if we have one then. But then it's just really a case of watching everyone smash out. So, what get everyone's predictions in the comments as well, guys. We've already had mine and Goomba's. Goomba's gone for a Benny win in the... I might as well say he's gone for a Bingley win in the dry, a Benny win in the wet. I haven't actually officially made my prediction. I did say optical look at pole. He didn't actually materialise that. I think I'm going to pick a podium of, if he can keep it clean, Smoke Spaceman, Benny and Bingley. I'll let yourself it.
Of course, I've got Bingley on top. Then it's between... I don't know. Again, there's a few quite fast drivers here. Like Rara came out of nowhere and got
Good lap, of course.
third or fourth in the qualifiers.
He got fifth position, but still a good
Fifth.
performance.
He,
Wow,
he did get he did go up to fourth at one point.
he did.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
He did. And then everyone
So
set laps.
yeah, then everyone else came through. But you got Rora, which is a fast driver, so you never know who's going to go out and who's going to go actually carry on.
Wow.
Because
This.
you could have
The
a
comments have gone kind of mental. Optical said he's going to go P4 for himself. Paige Cardinal said Benny. Operator said Benny. Lennon has said Optical or Smoke. I'm assuming that's because he's a Williams driver. Well,
and then Optical G has put in leader will crash.
oh, that'd be very interesting to see, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Bingley could just like lose it or something, or Smoke could lose it because there's a lot of Smoke losing it sometimes, or Smoke and Bingley tussling it up, and Bingley annoys Smoke, which is what happened in Australia.
God, it's one of them, isn't it? It's just once you get that psychological advantage on a track, it's just it's all for one for all, isn't it? I guess. But you got other little dark horses. Remember as well, though, Jono has won a race from obviously fourth on the grid. He's a bit further down now. Jono has won this season. Skillen was up in second place. Obviously, I know we had the mishap with yourself, Goomba, but he was up there. He was up there. He was competing very, very well. And we've also got other dark horses.
Yeah. You've also got like the challenges that people are going to put. Are people going to actually put up a fight, or getting like trying to not actually let anyone pass? I don't know what I'm saying.
I absolutely do. Kind of skewed vocals, but absolutely knew what you were saying.
Yeah.
Quite concerned to know that half of this is going to be a bit of an off-topic thing, but half of there is an also RRL race going on tonight. Obviously, it's not streamed. I used to do the commentary for it. Half of the guys keep coming back online, and their race is about only an hour through of 100%. So, very curious there. But we're not going to mention any of that because we are here tonight with SF1 Sunday Night Racing. Round 6, will Bingley continues dominance, or will somebody step up to the plate? Hopefully, we do see a big battle up front. I mean, thinking about it, there's a lot of people. I'm going to go to the race director really quick before we do get going. We have Optical, Rara, and Jono, and Stocks all on the super soft tyre. That could pose a very interesting theory in terms of, because they'll be obviously within the region about 7 to 8 tenths on average quicker per lap than the likes of Bingley and Benny. I know that they have the pace to kind of go around it, but the most interesting one is Optical, because he's a very fast driver, as he proved in Baku before, obviously chipping off a bit of his wing behind Jono. But let's have a look here, what have we got? Lennon is absolutely kissing Williams' bottom at the moment. I'm not swearing, but I'm doing quite well. Goober, 42 minutes without swearing. I think the swear jar needs to be emptied right now. Cut it off. Really well. But this is for Mark and Swanee. They wanted me not to swear, so I'm going to trial it for 1 week, see if it gets the same reaction, and then.
When it comes to swearing, there is a need for it. Sometimes, like massive crash or incidents or something, I think can slip a bit of a swear word in here and there. But yeah, you got
I've already said
like variety of different things.
No F-bombs for me today. I'll do my best. But we are nearly ready to go him, folks. In. So as we said, 14 drivers. A load of guys down the mid-pack are going to be battling as well. You've got guys like, of course, well, let's have a look, Big Mo and Senna, who have been absolutely nose to tail. Rhodes, you can never count out K Rhodes.
No, he is a contender, like very close contender as well.
It's because of the fact he can just work a strategy better than most. And when people see Rhodes stay out longer than them, they then have to kind of up their game, which potentially can cause more tyre wear. And obviously a pit stop here, good, but it's a 34-second stop if you sort of do an okay pit stop. So, one mistake and you have to pit again. You're going to be 30 seconds behind, for example, one of the leaders. If they do have a mishap, which we will of course see in a couple of minutes' time, guys, we will then see if they can. Well, they'll have to work back a 30-second gap to those in front, and I don't think anybody can really kind of counteract Bingley from the 30-second distance back. So it's going to be an absolutely essential thing at the start for Benny, just looking at it from the front row perspective, and obviously Smoke and Optical as well on row 2, to jump Bingley. They have to get Bingley at this first corner, or obviously going into turn 2 before the DRS. They have to do it. Even though there is no going. Yes, here we go then. Oh, yes. race night here in sort of cloudy Britain, which is, I guess it's realistic weather, so it wasn't raining today, so it's one of them, I guess. I've just had a message on there from Lennon. Let's see if I can see it. Obviously, if it's private, I'm not going to read it out, but yep, like you said, just to let you know, guys, obviously there are different rules obviously being applied next season, but you will be able to watch the stream for this season. We'll let you know the formation lap is here. Let's see who's on the naughty step. As we watch Bingley get up very nicely. Let's have a look. I literally siphon through, make sure everyone's behaving. I don't usually do this. I usually operator, by the way. Dave come up with a new thing for me, Goomba, just really to kind of cycle through all of the cars off the start. Even though it may look a little bit unprofessional, by doing so, I do kind of see his point. Just so in case you miss any incidents. Oh, and you see Skill in there. Rocking the soft tyre in 10th place, of course. As he did set his lap on soft, so 29.2. Skillen would have been right up there as well, of course. He would have been in the region of 4th, in the battle for 3rd and 4th, you would assume, or 4th. And you see the old-fashioned weave technique. Trying to work out why Mini Stocks is ahead of Big Mo. Oh, there you go, he's just letting through now. As it says in... Oh, a bit of lag there, actually.
Lag?
That was for everybody. That was bizarre. But as we see, a formation lap here. Mercedes, Haas, and... Where the bloody hell's up? What the... Oh, hello, I'm loving this lag. This is kind of special. Raras lets Spaceman back through. No, he hasn't. There he has. Trying to work out why Optical was so far in front of Smoke, but as you see Bingley just warming his tyres up. Me and Pete come up with a bit of a tactic yesterday not to warm our tyres up and to try and make Catherine sit on the grid longer, which probably is the reason why I had one of the worst races of my life, having no heat in my tyres. But as we look at that, gotta watch out for Sol as well today there, Goomba.
Yeah. Yes, right at the bottom of the pack.
And obviously
mosey on.
Him and Big Mo had a very, very eventful Austria, of course. Both retirements last week. Just turn that down a little tad, please, mate, if that's okay.
And what, my TV?
Yes, please, mate, just a little bit. Just noticed on the stream it come up with an echo.
Yep.
As this is the first ever... So I'm like, yeah, that's better. The first ever formation lap in SF1 where we... Oh, that's a hell of a camera angle there. The first formation lap ever on SF1 where we didn't have a disqualification. So we're doing... Well, I guess we've still got to beat Cadges to come round yet. No, he's there. Beats there. And Sol pulls up. We've done it.
Yep.
So, we're about to get going, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the evening's fun.
Just go all the way down to... I'm going to go stop.
5 red lights, and it is go, go, go in Britain. A good start here by the Williams pair. Almost a famous thing, really, isn't it? Let's have a little look here. We're going to basically walk through the field. And Jono has tapped the Sauber. Jono's off, and he's hit the other Sauber. And goodness me, it's been carnage already. Jono tapped the Sauber. Oh, and Jono's hit the... Whoa! Oh my god, it's caused a catastrophe. What happened there? Jono tapped the Sauber. And I believe it's Skillen.
But Stocks managed to make out of them. This was very unscathed.
Stocks made it right.
Very lucky, I think.
Stocks. But he's got Sol, who's also managed to come through here. And we have here, let's have a look here. We did catch that incident. Thank you very much, operator, for getting that point for me. Skillen is all the way down there. And Rhodes, by the way, almost an innocent bystander, literally stopped dead to avoid major collision. Echelon does have wing damage, so Red Bull's traumatic dual stream week. And can I just point something out here? Bingley's in 3rd. Oh, McLaren off in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Big Mo, wow, well saved.
You got Optical G and Benny in front at the moment.
Look at this Red Bull. Oh, Echelon Stocks just managed to hold him there. But Sol is already up to 9th position. And Beat Cadges has come through this unscathed. Unfortunately, we know Skillen hasn't come through it unscathed, and neither has SF1 Senna. Hold on. Senna's got no damage. Ah, sorry, yeah, I'm with you. It was Skillen who got the contact. And look at this. Look at Rara. Rara going on the outside of Bingley. Oh my...
Jesus.
Rara's just done Bingley. And Benny's just lost out.
Beat's trying to make a move on Dark.
Optical and Benny. Benny's gone down the inside. What a move. What's a move by Benny? But he's not done it. Optical holds it. Rara has just moved to 3rd place ahead of the championship leader. Oh my lord, Smoke Spaceman, where the hell are you going? Smoke Spaceman, one of the big losers in this particular scenario. Jono managed to come out with no damage there, which is kind of epic, and Smoke Spaceman's just jumped in. And we have a look here then. Dark Echelon and the Beat Cad just having a bit of a battle back there. Is that Rhodes on AI mode? Don't think it was. Let's look back. Nope. And Skillen is in the pits. Remember we mentioned, Goomba, if you have a pit stop here, you're going to be well adrift. Skillen obviously has had. Hopefully we get some clips and we'll be able to kind of divulge into this. Later, Optical leads from Benny. Then we got Rara, the shock, in 3rd position, followed by Bingley. Senna's managed to somehow come through all the madness, so to speak, including himself and Jono and Skillen. And Smoke Spaceman, the big loser, Big Mo, decided to take a bit of an alternate route through the old first corner. And Stock's doing very nicely. Look at this Echelon and a Beat Cad just side by side. A Beat's just done him around the outside. What a move that was. Jono and Smoke Spaceman. Jono and Smoke Spaceman.
Big Mo went wide and Soul managed to get past him.
There's a little bit of... Oh, Jono's lagging. Jono's just lagged right into Smoke Spaceman there. Connection issues for Jono.
No, I think that was a... I don't know, because I also had that lag at the bottom of the leaderboard.
So I guess
at
it's
the
just
bottom
a bit
of the pack.
It's a bit of a shaky lobby at the moment, Goomba, isn't it?
Oh, Dark Echelon's down in pits.
Yeah, I think he got caught up in the collateral damage. Oh my god,
Oh
stop.
yeah, he's missing quite a bit of end plates.
Jesus.
Yeah, dear.
We've got Rara then being followed by Bingley. Why is it giving me that camera angle? Thank you. Being followed very closely there by Bingley in 4th position, Bingley. Surprised, man, he's literally down the order. I don't know what's happened there, because Bingley, it's rare to see him go so far down.
But it's Bingley, he'll pull it out of his behind at any point in the race.
You're keeping that swear-free stream going. I'm loving it, Goomba. Bingley made a really unconventional line to try and get the better of Rara there. Your brother's doing really, really well, mate, up in... I think the only one with a 1-bar connection at the moment is Sol and... Well, everyone's got 1 bar, so I guess it is, as you're saying, just... And I'm very intrigued here. Skillen, is he going to get out in front of Echelon? He does, cleanly. So no incidents to report there. The Beat Cad just is keeping it clean with Rhodes as well. Rhodes doing kind of not as high as what we predicted him to be. John now on the back of Senna. These two have already had a bit of a scuffle already at this Grand Prix. See, it's a turn 1 scuffle, hopefully. There's not really too much...
So the only people that have actually got showing red bars are Stoll and Rhodes. But they've not been any incidents with them, so...
I know Rhodes had to almost come to that. Look at this. Oh, Jono on the back of Senna. Here we go. Will he be able to get him into the old mid-sector? He's gone for a little lunge. Okay. He's gone for an amazing start back there. Senna is just keeping his
Benny's just
really
set the fastest lap.
Benny catching back up with Optical. We're going to keep on board tabs up there. We've got 2 other battles on track. We've got the top 2, and we've also got 3rd and 4th very, very close together at the moment. We're just going to go on board with Optical knowing up because his camera angle's poo, and we'll move on from there. So Bingley is still struggling to get past Rara. Rara acting as somewhat of a blockade. Of course, the tyres will go off early for Rara. That's one thing that Bingley will have to take into account. Benny is up there, not quite within range to do anything about it. We're going to go actually on board because Codemasters are absolutely rinsing us with the camera angles today, literally giving us underneath the car shots when it's an important part of the race. Well done, guys, you know what I mean? Hashtag new game. Skillen with the fast lap.
Skillen with the fastest lap.
Way down though, Skillen. He's going to have to come back from nowhere here. As you see here, Senna in 5th position, still doing his business in front of... Can I just say Sol all of a sudden has caught up with Smoke Spaceman? Bingley just got Rara through the S's. On the entrance to the S's, Bingley does Rara. Bingley goes into 3rd position and can finally chase down the top 2, sorry, forgive me. And here we go, there's another battle coming up here, Jono and Senna. What will happen here? Jono, he's going to go down the outside. And he's done Senna technically, but Senna's held it. Oh, Rara's got back on Bingley. I don't know which one to follow here. Jono's gone really wide.
Bingley's
got the line around Bingley. Bingley's still there.
Oh, he's went wide.
And
Rara's made it.
Just done
He's
Bingley.
gone past again.
Jono has got Senna as well. Bit questionable there. Jono did actually kind of ride the curb. I wasn't sure if it was a corner cut so much, but he did ride the curb. And look at this, which just brought Smoke Spaceman Sol with a corner cut penalty, even though he kind of didn't cut the corner. We'll just... Alright.
Everyone dying at the moment.
Oh mate, it's like a miserable death, isn't it? Hashtag beta being launched. Thank you, Codemasters, once again. Not including me in it. Look at Bingley all over Rara like a rash. Let's watch from Rara's screen. We've got no camera angles again, so I'm going to have to improvise with the TV pod. Bloody great camera angle there watching Bingley. Is he going to be able to do him this time?
No. Oh, and he's pushed him wide.
Oh, God. Bingley. Oh, my God. Never in this corner. Rara's taking a wide option.
Jesus, this...
They're still side by side. Oh, my God. And Bingley does him again. What a move by Bingley. And Smoke Spaceman wants in on the action now. We've not really covered Smoke too much other than falling down. What the...
There's just a massive line here of fighting between Jono, Senna, Smoke, and Sol.
Sol did make a bit of a mistake, so he's had to back out a little bit now. We're looking at Smoke Spaceman thinking about the move, as was Senna a little bit. You see the little jitter. Rara really has Bingley's number in Sector 3. He's gone for the move. I don't think it's going to be successful this time. He's gone for a switchback. Bingley, oh, pardon me, sorry, has got too much going on at the moment. He's managed to come through, and hopefully now, for Bingley's sake, he can... Look at this, 5 seconds off the top now. 5 seconds off Benny. A huge, huge thing in the race. Oh, Senna did what I did yesterday. He's managed to keep it though. Oh, hashtag lag. Bit of rhyme in there. As we... Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I'm going to...
Well, I'm just thinking, Dark Echelon's put mediums on.
Going to the end potentially. I don't think the last Dark Echelon's not had what you consider to be an unbelievable season so far. Needs something.
No, he only pitted like 3 laps ago.
He's gone for the. He's going to the end. It's going to be tricky, interesting to see. I think only myself and about 2 other guys yesterday in yesterday's race used the mediums based on circumstance. I think Camper, or Kimmy as he's now called, actually was the guy who started on there. But remember, we've got that big battle going on back there, but we also have a battle for the lead. Optical is doing fantastically well to keep Benny behind him, and of course, as we know, penalties may potentially come to affect him. Benny is all over him now. He took a wide line there to try and get a better exit, but Optical held it very nicely. We're going to keep our eyes peeled up and down the order to see if there are any more battles to bring you up close and personal into the action.
I like the helicopter view.
Do you know what, man? You've got... Oh, yeah.
Such a nice view.
I've just got it from Bingley. Oh, man, it's awesome. However, I've just got a better view of it from Senna chasing down Jono with Smoke Spaceman behind him as well. And I've got them from Sol as well. Why not? Roads and mini stocks.
Oh,
what's happened to stocks?
Rora's gone into pits.
Already? Oh dear.
I don't know if he's got damage. Doesn't look like he's got damage.
I think he's just coming for a strategy. This is big road just gone really, really wide there. Kind of bizarre, but he's jumped Rara, of course. Rara's going to fall Stocks pits.
Oh, Stocks in the pits. I'm just looking at the tyres. They're not badly worn.
Where's he gone?
Penalty. 10-second penalty.
What in the... Where is he? Where's he going? Where's he going?
He's doing donuts.
What the... What's happening to him? I missed it.
Yeah, I just went to him and he was going towards the wall.
He said there was a yellow flag, and then he said he got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. What in the living... Blue Hive...
It's also saying he's
Skill
got
and gone.
DRS.
Skill and gone. Skillen's pulling to the pits to retire. Skillen's retiring.
Ooh.
He had wing damage. Benny with a penalty as well. This is bizarre. What in the living hell's going on here?
I just think the game's broken badly.
What the... I think I may know what's happened.
There goes.
Replies that he's had enough, but
okay.
Who's in 12th? Senna's fallen right to the back. They were together.
Oh, yeah.
They were right together on track. Smoke Spaceman season just got from terrible to utterly atrocious. Jesus. We've missed some really big incident here, based on trying to find out what happened to Skillen. But moving back onto the action here, I did miss it. I'm not sure if you caught... Oh, Benny and Optical really close together. Touching wheels.
Ooh.
Jesus, and Benny's got the lead. Benny's finally got Optical. Took him 8 laps.
Now it's just to keep him behind him.
Jono and Sol are moved to 4th and 5th. What has happened here?
Bingley's managed to go up to 3rd. Yeah, Skillen.
What is Skillen? I think just kind of pulled over. I think he was too far behind to make a difference anyway. I think Skillen was just absolutely out of it. I mean, if he did stay on, based on what's happened, Senna pits in. This has ruined his race. I'd love to know what's happened there. Oh, Optical's gone back to the lead.
Also thing. Rora's on mediums now.
It is
If he's
slower
doing the
tyre.
one stop with mediums, so it will help him in
Salvers
the
would-
long run.
Oh, Echelon with the penalty.
Oh, that was
Look at
good.
Benny
Three
getting
seconds.
very close. Benny and Optical very close. The battle for the lead is intensifying here. I still would love to know what happened between Smoke Spaceman and Senna. Optical's having another jab at him. Benny this time though holds the lead for now.
Yeah, Senna's
Stop
put
here.
mediums on as well.
Senna's going to the end, kind of almost damage limitation really. He's going to be a lap down here, Senna. He needs to get out the pits quick. I guess he's having a very similar race to me, but obviously I'd love to know what happened between those two guys. We did miss it on stream. And Sol pits. Sol comes into the pits as well, which promotes the McLaren
Oh,
boys,
okay.
Goomba, to 5th and 6th. So what are you going to say, bro?
I don't know what's happening to... Okay, that was confusing me. I'm going to have to record that, because that was weird.
What happened?
I was on Senna, and he just came out of the pits, like pit exit, exit, and it just stayed on the pit exit. He drove off, and it just stayed on the pit exit. Like, camera just stayed on the pit exit, and then it
That's
just
no broken
started
game.
jumping up and down.
Rara moves up to 8th position now, Goomba.
Confusing
we
me.
have a battle here. The McLaren boys are actually in a battle now, and this lobby is very, very, very laggy. The guys are doing really, really well to kind of not make this a big issue. But
Which
just
is a very
bizarre-
interesting thing, because I'm sure it's Senna that's hosting it as well, and he usually doesn't have any problems hosting.
We've had a little bit,
He-
but obviously we have got
Yeah, but
from 2 different continents here racing with us. Potentially through Jono with the penalty. That's going to be huge later. Remember, Jono still yet to pit as well.
Jono and Optical are the only ones on Supersoft, apart from my teammate's gone back on Supersoft.
But I'll say Stocks is
I'm sure he's-
Stocks is doing well, mate. Oh, and in comes Optical. In comes Optical. So he's pitting in now. And a stop-go pit.
Yep,
for
which
Optical,
gives
that's
Bingley
not
the
gonna be
second.
handy.
That's a very long pit entrance there.
did see that
with the
skill.
limiter on.
We did see that skill, by the way. Thank you for tuning into the stream as well, mate. It's absolute superstar. And I've just hidden my apps, my HUD, like an absolute fool. Optical using a word again that I'm not allowed to use this week.
Oh, Jono's in pits as well.
Jono's in pit.
Yep,
Softs.
Optical put in mediums.
Ooh,
Jono on soft.
17 on the soft. That's going to be curious at best. Optical will get out the pits in front of Rara. Will Jono get out in front of Rara? He won't. I don't believe it. And Beat Kajas is running in 8th place. We've got to give him a shout out there, Goomba. He's having a really good race. Beat's keeping himself out of it. Rara's got himself a corner cut warning. He was well up the road from Jono, so no real pressure there. And Jono's come back out in front of Sol. They were in that group, so they stay line astern. Jono is going to struggle later in the Grand Prix. I speak from experience. You're going to have problems. Beat and Echelon's running in AI mode. I'm trying to work out why. Unless he's left the session.
What I'm trying to see is the clouds. If the clouds are going to get any darker,
I'm curious. You did make that
which is
point.
why people are going on mediums now.
Echelon needs to get himself out of AI mode really quickly because he's actually in a position here. If he stayed out of AI mode, Goomba, he would have overtaken Kajas. What is he doing?
Have connection
costing
issues,
himself
or
so
he's
much
gone
time.
somewhere.
He's still in the lobby. It's saying he is in the lobby. We need to find out what's going on with Echelon because obviously if he stays in AI mode for longer than I think it's about 5 to 10 laps, he will, or longer than 5 laps I say in terms of our league racing. Obviously it's a bit different on the Monday nights. But in terms of this, he needs to get out of AI mode. Even if he gets top 10, he will be demoted. Unless obviously, you know, like myself, he's... Oh, Bingley in the pits! No, it's not Bingley. I got everyone excited for no reason.
Big Mo.
Mo.
Big behind the pit.
Just wanted to test you all. They both begin with B and have a second letter of I, so we're doing well. I'll have a G in there. I'll have numbers. Moving on. Goes on to the mediums,
Optical's
Big
gone
Mo.
up fourth.
Optical to fourth. Rara is not too far
Rara
behind in
fifth.
fifth. Jono will cover him in sixth as well. Jono's going to get in for sixth. Yep. Sol will get in for seventh. Mini Stocks decided to have a little word with the crowd there, going very wide. Big Mo is coming up. Big Mo and Stocks are going to be very close together, I believe. And Stocks has got Big
He's
Mo.
got an out.
Stocks has gone out in front of Big Mo, but remember, Stocks does have to pit again, which is a bit of a problem.
Yes, he has to pit because I'm pretty sure he started on the super softs.
Echelon being in AI mode, it's quite handy. Admittedly, he does have a 10-second penalty anyway, but it's going to be handy for Senna, him being in AI mode, because Senna can just have his own race and just chill out in 12th position, and he will overtake him inevitably. But the battle now, we did mention it before, and can I just point out, K Rhodes has all of a sudden found himself in blue in 3rd position. Bingley pits. They both pit. Both race leaders have pitted. Remember, Benny does have a 3-second penalty as well. So that's being taken into account. K Rhodes, amazingly...
Oh, and Senna gets a 3-second penalty.
Oh, speaking of 3-second penalties, he's got on. K Rhodes is about to take the lead of the British Grand Prix. An intense effort. I believe I know what Rhodes' strategy is. I believe he's going to go into the supers.
Bingley's put mediums and Benny's put mediums.
K Rhodes has just taken the lead of the British Grand Prix. An amazing, amazing event there. No one, I mean, the man himself wouldn't have even predicted it, to be honest with you. But when Rhodes pits, he's not going to be falling too far down. This is an amazing strategy, Paul, to be fair. Rara, this insane lag here at the moment. But where's Bingley? Bingley's beaten Rara out. Huge moment in this race. Remember, Bingley and Rara did have that awesome battle midway through the race. Or at the beginning, sorry, should I say. We're now midway through the race. Should I say midway through what we've seen? Big Mo with the penalty there.
Big Mo with 3-second penalty.
Down in 9th position, that will soon become 8th. It'll be interesting to see what your teammate does actually. A few laps as well.
He's got his tyres are alright at the moment.
Working on a very, very laggy lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, I do apologise for the lag. Obviously, it's something we are all dealing with. Thank you for being incredibly patient with us. Just simply because of the fact, they've opened up the new game. And can I just point something out? Optical has jumped Bingley by quite a way. Bingley was only 2 seconds behind Benny when he came out of the pits. All of a sudden, he's now considerably further down. It's going to be the unusual element, should we say here. Not usual that we do see a McLaren lead in GP1, so good effort from Rhodes to be able to pull that in. Rara, you can't count him out. Jono on the softer tyre for now will be catching Rara, but obviously we know at the end of the Grand Prix he will be struggling dearly. Then of course we have Sol following. Sol just...
Senna's managed to catch Echelon.
I'm still
the
curious
ghost of
as to
Echelon.
why he's paused it. It is a pause, you can see there. The AI mode on Senna's screen. As Senna makes...
three.
Exactly, so he's made up for it and up into 11th position. So only one more incident, Senna will get himself into points paid position, or one more move, of course. You can never cut him out. We've got Big Mo and Mini Stocks, the closest battle at the moment on track. Stocks' Super Sauce must be absolutely screaming for mercy right now. In this truck, the only man on the track that actually beat racing under the Super Sauce banner. Lovely bit of drink. Nice, fresh and cold drink. That's what we like. So we do have Stocks running in 8th and Big Mo 9th. We're going to have a look at just basically some of the position changes now. We may as well, while we're just kind of sitting here waiting for a battle to commence between these two, which it very well may nearly do. K Rhodes up 10, we can't really count that yet. Sol, the big mover, up 7. And he's on his final pit stop as well. So Sol did start last, obviously managed to avoid the absolute utter commotion and pick drivers off little by little, and has found himself in 7th position. But here we go, here comes down. We're going to have to take a little bit of a step. Bingley, the big loser, with 3 down, and then Senna with 4 down. Obviously, he did have his incident on lap 1. But we have got here now. Let's have a look here. The two guys battling. Very, very jittery conditions, but they're doing really, really well to manage it and master it. Rhodes only 7 seconds ahead now of Benny. Benny currently 4.6 seconds ahead of the net 3rd position guy at the moment. That is, and there you go, Benny with a medium lap, fastest lap. Jeez Louise. So here comes Big Mo. Will he make the move on Stocks? Stocks will need to pit in soon.
That was a very cut.
A very eccentric way to use the track. We will not disparage him. Rosie is putting in an absolute shift. Sol with his 2nd penalty of the race. Sol, like I said, at the moment he's on board to get driver of the day in terms of positions gained. He will win that mantle at the moment. Big Mo has just done. Your teammate Stocks, McLaren's running 1 and 8 at the moment. An interesting fact though, when Rhodes pits, he will actually fall to 8th place. So if any of the guys in front of this battle here between Stocks and Big Mo have an incident, then there's going to be issues. There will be tissues for issues basically, because they're going to be falling quite a way down here. As you can see, some way off the leader now.
This is what I don't get with the game. You say if he pits now, he'll rejoin at 8th. Well, mine says he'll rejoin at 4th.
Oh, you can never judge it. You just
No.
kind of learn. You just kind of learn. It bases it on a 50. It bases it on a 50-mile-an-hour pit lane, and it's 37. It also bases it on the fact of, oh, we think you're going to have the perfect pit stop. Nobody has the perfect pit stop. But anyway, all the talking is done now. We see here third position optical, and the stocks ironically with a penalty. Bingley with a penalty. Huge moment.
Oh,
A huge moment.
that didn't pop up on my screen.
Just got a 3 then. It come up right after Stocks got one. So here comes Bingley then. So Bingley is running in 4th position. Optical just in front of him. Now this is going to be a legitimate battle here. Benny has considerably taken over Rhodes. But we're going to get on board with Bingley properly now. Let's sit on board with him. We can see the 1 bar on Optical. Let's get back down. And Bingley's not showing us 1 bar either. This is just... I'll be honest with you, Goomba, these guys are dealing with atrocious conditions for the connection tonight. It's not the host's fault. It just simply is the way, as we said, that the game's going now that they're opening up the 2018 servers. We just have to bloom and live with it. I guess that's just the way around it. But Bingley is
I need to pre-order that.
Oh, mate, tell me about it. No comment there.
Well, I can get the special edition for like 55 quid off Amazon.
Please. I may go for digital. I may just get digital so I can play it at midnight like an absolute fanboy, but I don't know. We've got here Bingley chasing down Optical G for the battle for 3rd position. Optical's got a penalty, so now we are even. We are even in the penalty situation. But look at Bingley's run.
Little bit of contact, wheel to wheel.
That was kind of interesting. Let's have a look here. Battle for 3rd position. Will Bingley be able to make the move? I tell you, even though Bingley is an incredible driver, having a tap at that sort of speed will shun anyone off, but not actually in this case, because Bingley's going to go for it up the inside here of Optical G. Not quite.
Nope. Ooh, don't hit your wing now.
Optical G is Benny's best friend. Right this very second, he's Benny's best friend. He is keeping Bingley behind, frustrating Bingley, and also in a way keeping Rara, who remember did pit very early for the medium, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can keep it going. What a dive by Bingley! We think. Because Optical's car
he's got through.
Optical's car did a pirouette. On my screen anyway. Nice aerial view. Bingley did make a dive then on him. I guess, oh my god.
Oh, there's no lag.
No comment there. Bingley cannot do anything about this. It's just so unfortunate. It doesn't make a difference who hosts the lobby either, Goomba. It's just one of them things we've got to ride it out. We didn't have much yesterday, but there wasn't too much close proximity wheel-to-wheel action, other than myself. Battling with people I don't usually battle with, but it's very close here. Optical just keeping his lines. Oh my god, look at Bingley's run here! But Optical's moving all over the place.
Yeah, I think there is a bit of separate lag on Optical.
We never know, mate. These guys, it may just be me or you potentially seeing the lag, but obviously the world's witnessing this. Bingley being given a right ding-dong battle here. Both guys driving very, very cleanly under just incredibly
Bingley goes wide.
problematic, and he goes wide. Will that be enough to kind of get the run on him? Bingley trying everything here, and Optical is just too much.
What we're saying
settles for
is,
4th again.
Benny's caught up with Rhodes.
Oh, crud bucket. I'm going to keep on board with these two. I'll flick around between the two of them. Just intrigued to see what happens between Bingley and Optical here. We'll keep an eye on Benny, just make sure he keeps his overtake on Rhodes, which is kind of inevitable. Even that lagged.
And he's got him.
He's got him nice and clean. Benny into the lead of the Grand Prix, and now he has 2... Rhodes is still not pitted, by the way, Goomba. After all this time...
He's not pitted yet?
No, he's not pitted. He's going to go to... He's on Super Softs, we know that for a fact. Jono just running in 6th position. Sol 7th, Big Mo 8th.
He hasn't pitted, he's the only one that hasn't pitted yet.
Oh, by the way, your teammate has, and Beat Kajas has got him, and Senna is only 8 down the road. Chon is now out of AI mode, by the way. So he will, of course, still be classified in the Grand Prix. And Bingley and Optical are still going at it. Bingley's done him into the S's, but he's not done him because apparently his car's just reappeared. Why not? Why the hell not? Free lag for everybody.
A little bit of contact on them.
What a run. There's no damage though, so I'm not sure if it's lag contact potentially, if there's any such thing as that. Rara's put 2 seconds on these guys, by the way, so he's going to be right into there. Optical just closes the door. Closes the door perfectly. Bingley is watching his... And look at K Rhodes pitting in. K Rhodes finally
Rhodes
stints of the race. But he will go down behind Big Mo, but he will be on the ultra soft tyres. Rara also having a really good race here, running up in 4th position.
No, he's gone on super soft.
So Rhodes on supers. Jono's still going quite well, by the way. He's running on the soft tyre. Still waiting for his tyres.
And he's
to
pitted
fold
as well.
Apparently Leonard said Rara is racer of the day. That's an intriguing thought. So we'll have to obviously be the judge of that at the end of it. A very special battle this between Bingley and Optical. Both guys keeping it unbelievably clean under, as we mentioned, very, very treacherous circumstances with the F1 connectivity. But rolling it very nicely. Benny is 10 seconds ahead of this battle now, Goomba. Your pick may come through.
Well, actually, no, my pick was in the dry was Bingley.
Oh. Well, we better hope the Opticals like sorts of stuff out there, won't we? Oh, they like sorts of stuff. Who did I say? Who did I say? I did actually give a race winner.
You said Optical.
I did. So
You
my
said
pick
Optical.
versus your pick. And this is... Look at that! Oh, Bingley's hit him! They've both gone off!
Oh!
They've both gone off! Disaster!
I don't know what happened
wow. Jono, that was amazing! Jono went through the two of them.
there.
And ironically, they're still side by side with no damage.
I don't know what happened there,
Rara
because it did
was
look like
moved
Optical G
into
just pushed
second
him.
Place. Rara second, Jono third. They locked wheels going through the S's. It was just bizarre. I don't know, we're going to obviously caught live on stream, obviously, so obviously you guys will have your own opinions on it. Put it in the comments below what you guys think of that. But Rara running in second position. Never thought I'd ever interview him before, that'd be quite interesting. Bingley needs to kind of almost settle back in and get the rhythm going. He's got no... Amazingly, they managed to both avoid the wall. But this now is all Benny's race. Big Mo just behind
Big Mo
there.
with a penalty.
And do you know what we've just noticed
out.
as well? Oh, I've just realised Stocks has overtaken Beat. Now this could be interesting. Your brother...
Soul's very close. Behind Bingley.
All these guys have all capitalised on just the crazy wheel-to-wheel action.
Rara now 15 seconds behind Benny.
So Benny can now take his time. Rara, by the way, is running on, I believe it's 15 lap-old tyres, nearly 40. Well, no, what did he pit on 7, didn't he? He has to go 19 on the mediums. Not an easy feat. Jono has to go 16 or 17 on the softs. A very difficult feat. But I'm actually going to go on board now with Bingley. These guys are still scrapping, by the way. The battle for 4th.
Bingley with the DRS.
We of course do have our performance race tomorrow night, of course, guys. That is around Singapore. We obviously don't stream that yet. Sector 1, Echelon gone.
Doc Echelon's gone.
What in the living pine cone has he gone?
What the hell? Where's his wheel gone?
It's floating. I'm just trying to work out whereabouts he is on track. I can't even tell. Sector 1 apparently.
It's Sector 1. They're going behind. They're going from front to behind.
Ah, it's Stock's got a penalty. Now that we've actually realised that Dark Echelon has found a part of Britain that has not been discovered, because kind of a... I can't remember the word for it, but he's just discovered something. Bingley going for another run. These guys are having a race-long battle here. It is, from what I can see, it is clean racing. They're just working with a redonkulous amount of game jitter, which is obviously a damn shame for the two of them. They're both obviously, now at this stage, nearly gone and lost the podium. But it's given Rara and Jono a fantastic opportunity here to capture. And do you know what? Optical did say one of the leaders will crash. I bet he didn't think it would be him. So karma has come back around to bite him on the backside. So we have Optical running in 4th. Bingley still there in 5th. Senna with a 3-second penalty. That's not what he needs, but he is hauling. And I mean hauling Kajas' backside royally in. Big Mo. And one to watch as well. Now this is intriguing. Bingley needs to get past Optical in the next lap, because Goomba, K Rhodes is on the super soft tyre, fresh super softs, hauling this group in at a rate of knots.
Forgot he was on the super softs. He's the only one on super softs.
Optical is driving one of the best defensive races of the year, it would seem. It's the only way he can keep Bingley down, but Bingley is just so explosive with his speed. It's going to go for it into the
Nope.
first corner, but Optical gets him again. Amazing driving by the youngster. It's Optical here. It's all about.
Yeah, I
this battle
thought I
here
did
with
a good
Sol.
job at Baku. With Bingley
That's
holding
it,
him
yeah,
behind
first
for a
points of
lap.
the season, weren't you, mate? GP1 first points for you. And 13 viewers,
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much. If anybody hasn't followed me, follow in Paige Cardinal's footsteps and drop a follow on the channel if you want to see weekly F1 content. Obviously, when the new game comes out, I will be doing a career stream, but until that point, we sit here watching the Williams and the Mercedes. Obviously, we've had 3 retirements. Echelon parking his car in the middle of Bristol by the looks of it. He's eliminated Smoke Spaceman having a mare of, I believe, a crash with Senna, which of course we will get confirmed to us later, of course. And Skillen just really not having any good stuff, and it's kind of having a mare of a race. But now going into Maggots and Beckett again. Bingley, now we've already been here before. This is exactly almost the same situation. Will he be able to do him now? Bingley is so much quicker, but Mini Stock, sorry, he's 9th, sorry guys. But Bingley is driving a hell of an offensive race, but he's been matched by Optical.
I don't know if that was game lag or just the game. That Bingley had like half a second of
behind,
DRS, didn't you?
Behind, bro, behind Solemn Rhodes. Incident, both turning on each other. Rhodes is holding Sol, must have made a move at the inside. Sol must have sighted him. You've been there before, and basically ended up quite a way down. So Rhodes 6 back in now, 9 temps down. Big Mo, remember? Mo's got a really cool helmet design for that McLaren. I might look into it myself actually for my career mode. But he's currently running in 7th alone. But we're going to follow now. There's 2 battles that we can watch. On board now with Rhodes. He's trying to get some points. Rhodes, he needs to kind of top up his points tally. He's already smashed out 4 places higher than he was in qualifying with his 11th place. Sol 7 places higher. Shouldn't really be too much of a battle here between the 2 of them. Rara seems to have got the better of Jono as well. So I believe the top 3 barring... Oh, go on.
Yeah, Lennon is cheering on the Williams.
Yeah, there's absolutely no bias there in the comments. We'll keep an unbiased view of things in the commentary box. Damn it, Echelon, you bloody failed to finish. If that was me last week, I'd be effing and blinding at him. Rhodesy got a huge run on Sol. Maybe he's just woken up as well. Hopefully she'll be quiet for the next few laps. Rhodes running 6th and 7th. So let's run through now for you. Will Rhodes be able to get Sol? Sol's giving him not much room, but Rhodes has done the move. Clean as a whistle, but Sol will have perfect right to hang it on the outside.
No, he's gotten through.
He's got him. So Rhodes up into 6th position, Sol down to 7th, which means we are now looking now solely at the battle for 4th. Optical is 3.3 seconds behind Jono. No rain, Goomba, which I'm honestly not disappointed, but surprised about, really. So that is quite surprising how we're actually not adding rain. I know, yeah. We'd rain at Austria, which is kind of almost shock compared to this. So what we've got here is this little battle here going, what's a little battle? It's a huge battle. Bingley's on the weave. Obviously everyone got 3 to 6 seconds worth of penalties. Also running on the name, so some positions could change round. As you see K Rhodes now, he has battle for 5th or 4th position, sorry, completely within his sights. Just over 3 laps to go now for the race leader Benny. We've barely shown Benny this race. After getting the best of Optical, he just took off. Obviously,
you know, I was just looking at the fuel remaining on each car, and Beat is very, very close to running out of fuel for the end of the race.
Optical G with a penalty, that's going to be huge. He just needs to basically not run in rich mix, but then he's got Senna bearing down on him now for the final points position. Bingley and Optical, we've been here before. Let's go on the outside this time.
And
he's hit him off. That was proper collision. So Optical did hit there.
I was on Bingley's camera, like Bingley view, but crappy
more connection issues.
Camera.
No, I don't think it was actually connection issues. Optical is just doing everything in his power to hold on to this position. Having a penalty does really affect his race completely. I mean, Rhodes is going to catch back up, and Rhodes hasn't got a penalty, by the way, here. So Rhodes will rise above both of these if they don't get their act together. But Bingley is seeing a huge kind of missed opportunity here. Well, not as bad as what I did yesterday, mate, but a huge missed opportunity to take a race victory here. He just had traffic all the way through. And at this rate, there's going to be no Bingley on the podium, but Jono is going to be struggling with his tyres now. Remember, Jono having pitted on lap 10 for these tyres. Very, very intriguing. Rara having just a calm race, no incidents, well, that we know of. But we'll obviously check back on that in a bit. Rara with a speak of the devil, with a penalty as well. That could be quite crucial for later. Bingley's getting a load of runs, but the lag in the lobby is stopping Bingley from really, really capitalising and making a charge. We're going to ride on board with him. Obviously on the last lap we'll try and focus as much as we can on this battle, but of course we've got to cover Benny. He's finally had a good race here.
Yeah, and he's just pulling away from Rara. Every lap he's just pulling and pulling and pulling.
Optical gave Bingley a lot more room that time, give him a little bit. And look at Jono there! Jono's just there! Oh, they collided! Another bumper cars! Wheel to wheel action here on Britain with 2 laps to go. Side by side, will Bingley be able to pull it off? This is a dangerous move if he can do it.
Ooh.
Oh,
nope.
No fear by Optical. This is an eye-opener. How is
finally found
someone
that can actually defend against Bingley.
Well, Swanee did it round Australia. Unfortunately, guys, I wasn't quite covering that race at that time. We only started in round 2 at Bahrain. I wish I'd have watched that because that sounded like a corker. Senna's got another penalty, and there is a little battle going on at the back of the field. Senna has got beat. So we're going to flick between that one there. Let's have watch, see if Senna can do him on DRS. For the final points position,
and
Senna does get past him.
Gets past him.
But
It just gets past him like that.
Penalties, we may have an issue with them. But we'll move back onto the battle for 4th place. Optical versus Bingley, the story of Silverstone. Bingley is in 7th gear. Round there at 190 miles an hour. I'm going to take tips from him, man. Jesus Christ. Start using that. Optical but he's quite a way ahead. Remember, we are entering the final lap with Benny now. We will cover him part way around the lap. Got to give Benny his glory. He's had a mare of a season. He's currently still doing really, really well. Goober, I've not swore in an hour and a half. Other than saying I've kept swearing to a minimum. But we are rolling now. This is one last lap for Bingley to make something. Senna needs to absolutely rail in, or rail away from beat, because I know he's got at least 2 penalties, maybe even 3. But here we go. Here comes the last lap here. Bingley, last chance saloon. Well, I think obviously penalties may dictate something else, but last chance saloon on track to overtake Optical. Jono, by the way, is right in front of these guys. How is he still going on them tyres? And Rhodes, whoa, Rhodes, Goomba is in the 3-second window of Bingley.
Yes, he is.
Bingley may fall to 6th here. If he can't, well, obviously we don't know what the penalty situation is in total, but either way, Jono, we already know the top 3, they're pretty much isolated in. Benny coming round to do his final sector now. We will get back on board with Benny in a second, but Bingley and Optical G, the battle of the Grand Prix. Lag and jittery cars, you can't just blame Optical, it's been happening up and down the field. But we're actually going to have to take a second to leave this battle. Keep an eye on it for me, please, Goomba, and catch any recordings, because I've got to announce Benny as the winner of the British Grand Prix of SF1 Season 3. There you go. Well done, Benny. Congratulations. We're now going to switch back over really quickly. I was going to watch Rara across the line, but that is going to be an issue, because we've got this battle going on here for 4th. Bingley swerving everywhere, left, right, centre, and Bingley's done him!
He's gone past!
He's done him on the last
lap. A bit
lap.
of contact, but...
A little bit of contact. Wouldn't say that was an unfair move.
And
he's let him through. I guess Bingley thought it was a dive bomb. Rara gets 2nd position, his first podium in SF1. Jono, 3rd podium of the year. Bingley, but these two have lost out to Rhodes because of their incident. Rhodes moves to 4th.
Oh my god!
A bizarre end to the British Grand Prix.
Jesus Christ.
Sol finds 7th. Big Mo, Sol and Big Mo both recovering from last week's traumas. And your teammate here is running in very, very nice 9th place. Admittedly, there is a curve there, just wanted to point that out. So we do have Benny, Rara and Jono to bring in. We'll obviously get you, Goomba, to invite them for me in a second, buddy, just after we watch the final 3 cars. So, Bingley, the big story. Bingley 6th.
I guess we were both wrong with the prediction there.
Well, I guess mine beat yours, but that isn't really any consolation, really, is it? But mini stocks, another good points finish for Renault, 9th position. Senna coming back from a traumatic race in 10th, and a beat Kajas may have missed out on points here. He didn't.
Oh no,
he got in.
Didn't.
Beat scores. Wow,
that's just like
that was fun. Forgive the
that was
my voice, guys. I am absolutely pumped for this. I just don't want to wake the baby. So if you can, please, Goomba. Obviously, can you bring in the winning 3? Benny.
Yep. Well, apparently, it's optical.
Oh, we got Rara already.
P6 and Bingley got 5th instead.
Oh, is it swapped them round? No,
That's
it's not on
what
mine.
optical G's on about. I was just about to
Do you know
invite
what?
Bingley then.
Wait there. Did it? He had a 5-second stop. He did, didn't he? That's
I don't
correct.
have Rara. You might have to do that.
Optical. Rara's already in, mate.
Who else was it?
Benny's in. So
It
that is
was-
correct. Optical G's 5-second penalty hasn't been applied, ladies and gentlemen. Optical falls to 6th. John, it is, mate.
I have.
So Benny
have
wins for the first time this season. We got Rara in 2nd, his first podium for SF1. We got Jono in 3rd. Bizarre race. Rhodes managed to get up to 4th position. An incredible drive. Optical and Bingley do swap places. Bingley 5th, Optical 6th. Sol 7th, Big Mo 8th, Stocks 9th, Kajas 10th, pipping Senna due to penalties. And then Echelon, Smoke Spaceman and Skillen, the 3 casualties. So, great race, guys. Just want to let you know, have you all got your audios ready?
I have.
Yeah.
I do indeed.
Fantastic. So right then, we both failed in our picks. They had a race long battle with each other. But speaking about you there, Benny, first race win. You said you had to do it, and you've done it. So how do you think your race went?
Went brilliant. I'm so glad Bingley got a bad start. I give props to Bingley though, because he did
Hold
have
on.
a very.
Guys, I'm gonna have to interrupt Benny. This is a Max Verstappen moment. Johnny, you had a 10-second penalty in Austria.
For what?
I guess you don't read the race report. For
No,
God's
I
sakes.
read it and there was nothing there.
10-second penalty. You did have a 10-second penalty. We'll do this now, and obviously we'll sort it out later, but for the moment we'll work it out after. But
Well, then if that's the
Good point then.
case, it's not any point me being here then.
right, so in that case then, bit of controversy.
Because I mean, I
think
didn't read the race report. Well, I did read it, and I didn't say my name on it.
you had an incident with Stocks. 10-second penalty for coming back on the track in qualifying.
Do you want to send me tag me in it?
As
Race
we're doing a
report
live
stating it.
as we're doing a live stream right now, absolutely not. Back on track. Basically, we've got Benny, the race winner. Sorry, Benny, carry on. Forgive me. I just got it brought to my attention.
It's fine. I'm just so glad my start was alright for once, because the last few races I've had some of the worst starts, and I'm just so glad I had a decent one. But great battling between me and Optical. I'd give him props. It's a shame that him and Bingley had I'm guessing they collided somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm just so glad I had my first win.
We're going to be
So
talking about
glad.
that in a few minutes. We are going to be talking about that in a few minutes. But Benny, in the end, a great battle with Optical. Hell of a defensive drive by Optical today, it must be said. But
Yes.
obviously, you managed to get the better of him there, Benny. And obviously, a lot to sort out after the race. But we will simply say congratulations for your first win, mate. Pretty much untouched in the end. I never thought I'd ever be speaking to this absolute sexy beast. Rara, welcome into SF1 Podium Club. You had a bit more of a kind of interesting race, didn't you? So if you could just let me know how the race went for you.
To be fair, it was a bit of an average start. I lost 1 point off the line, but everyone was a bit cautious going into turn 1, and luckily enough, I managed to hold my line, got round, and in the process, I noticed that Bingley had a horrible start, and somehow I managed to get by him as well at one point. And I have to say, it was actually really fun battling with Bingley for them first few laps. Credit to where.
Goober absolutely pumped to high heaven that someone managed to do Bingley around the outside of a corner, which is real viewing. But no, Rara, obviously you got benefited from the incident with Optical G and Bingley kind of running side by side together almost in a way.
Yeah. Well, I was about 4
so-
or 5 seconds behind, so I could constantly see the places changing. I have to say, absolutely amazing drive from Optical today. He for me is my driver of the day, just simply because of his defensive driving. He was absolutely amazing. But obviously, at some point, they came together going through the last part of Maggots and Beckett's, and like I say, I saw. I think it was Bingley who was off the track, and then obviously I looked again at the radar, and there was 2 cars, so I gathered the other one must have been Optical. And like I say, it was just one of the moments where you just feel like, oh my god, I'm in second place. What the hell has just happened?
And then Jono pulled into third, but obviously due to the controversy that we did mention that Jono had a 10-second penalty, but then didn't plug it until the guys in the comments mentioned. I'd like for the third position man, which is amazingly K Rhodes, to please include his audio.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're actually on the podium. So yeah, this is bizarre having the interview the other way around, Rhodesy. Congratulations, hell of a drive. Let us know how it went
Thank
for
you. I knew I wasn't gonna make it out of Q2, like I talked to you guys about yesterday. I didn't have much confidence with this one, but so starting from 11th,
You just wanted to save your tires.
No, I wasn't. At the first turn, I wanted to take it easy, and then somebody tagged me from the back, and I did a couple donuts, and then it was kind of a recovery race from there. So I decided to stay out as long as I could. I think it was like laps 17 or 18 that I finally pitted, and then I knew that I was.
As we both said, the best stint of the race. You put yourself
Nah,
into
dude,
the race
by
doing that.
The one tire was at 89%. The front left. Yeah, it was close. But once Benny passed me, I knew it was time to pit, so I pit, and what was it? Yeah, I knew that I lost a couple positions, but I would have the tires to gain them back, so I was banking on time penalties, which worked for me today. But Benny, hell of a drive, congratulations. So.
Thank you.
Forgive the controversy.
Aye,
at the start,
congratulations,
that
Benny.
was
Can I
my
just say,
mistake,
Rhodes? Like I said, when I realised that it was you in the pits, and I was just expecting you to just absolutely fly through the field and catch everyone.
Oh yeah, thank you.
But right, so I've got to just say, Rhodes, once again, congratulations here. Further congratulations to the race winner Benny, who's just had a absolute holy hell of a season so far. Would you guys like to know a very, very interesting fact? We've been going for 1 hour 37 minutes and I've not said one swear word.
You will.
Turning a new leaf.
No, I've been threatened. Mark and Swanee threatened me with my life.
Looks like your rehab's working.
Yeah, since I'm here, you want to say the word that you were going to say?
No, I will after the stream. Friggin' hell, what a stream. Anyway, guys, right, so I'm gonna simply say a fantastic race all round. I don't know what the bleeding hell that is. That's the biggest swear word you get out of me today. But congratulations to the top 3. Drive of the day from me personally. It's going to be a really unusual one. A tie between Rhodes and Sol. Sol come through the field like an absolute pro today, avoiding all incidents other than ironically with Rhodes, and ended up coming through nice 7th place. Rhodesy obviously with the podium. A bit of a controversial one. I'll apologise to Jono personally because I invited him in without taking into account the 10-second penalty, which is my fault, of course. Now, Goomba, before we sign off, who's your driver of the day?
I think mine is also a sort of tie between Rara and Optical G. Because Optical G did a brilliant job at keeping Bingley back. Such a good job at keeping him back. And Rara just came out of nowhere and just got a 2nd place.
Rara KO out of nowhere.
Both of us just didn't expect it. I did say he would get up high during
You did mention it,
either
didn't
the
you? You mentioned it
5-minute
earlier in the
break
stream, saying
or the
literally how it would
qualifying.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gumbo. That means a lot.
But all I will simply say, though, guys, is it's been to be honest, one of the best races we've had in terms of wheel-to-wheel action. Obviously, a few incidents will be discussed later on after the race, of course. But from now, Goomba, of course, is here. We're going to be back next week, of course. Well, Goomba's going to be back at racing next week. I'm going to be back here next week with God knows who's going to be teaming up with me in the commentary box. I reckon I'm going to go and ask the tramp next door. He might have a go.
If everyone's too scared to race with me on Hungary, I guess I will.
Okay.
Let's not get into that.
Probably not going to be a good idea. But guys, this has been Positive Regard, this has been Simulation Formula 1 SF1, wrapping up round 6. We are back, of course, in Streamwise. We are back with K Roads, ironically, in party next Saturday, 8:30. Tune in for that. We are at Hungary. I'm racing in it, it's my favourite track. Absolute mouthwatering prospects here, because Kathy is probably going to cream me on it. But then
Unless
I'm back
you're
next
in
Sunday.
GP1.
We'll leave that there. Yeah. But yes, then we've got GP1
All I'm going to say to that
stream
is
next Sunday.
gross.
Yeah, dear.
Next Sunday, we're back here on my channel with the Hungarian Grand Prix, of course. Performance race tomorrow night, guys, offline. This has been Positive Regard. Take it easy, much love, all the best, and good.